It's
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Opposite, green, Smith, red.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Desmond King back deep. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Black swap, switch, yellow. Lonnie.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Ritter from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return, it's King. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Again, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Singletary trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. On the counter, this is Robinson. And now the rookie's free. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 82 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Shoves him off at the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd down and 8. Stroud back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So now Ritter and the Falcons down by 2 touchdowns. 1:37 remaining. Ritter looks to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Check. Check pink.
Here's Ritter. London hauls this one in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ritter. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. 1 last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were